the Milwaukee Bucks deal.
Yeah.
How can you talk, this is from Sam Barron, how can you talk about being a fiscally responsible conservative and then approve a $250 million in public funding deal for billionaires so billionaires can get a shiny new arena? What do you say to this?
Not one penny of new taxpayers' dollars. You talk about being a fiscally responsible person. I am. That's precisely why I did this. $6.5 million every year. Right now, $6.5 million per year comes into the state of Wisconsin in income taxes, not in all these other things that people talk about, in income taxes from NBA players that play in the state of Wisconsin. I would lose that money if we did nothing. The state of Wisconsin is capped at less than $4 million per year. So for $6.5 million, we put $4 million in to keep it, and over the next 20 years, but
$250 million in tax breaks. You go to your I heard your $6.5 million. It would take 38 years to get that $250 million back.
No, that's all. That's just the state. The state's commitment is $4 million. It's not $250. It's $4 million a year over the next.
They're getting a bunch of tax breaks.
No, they're getting assistance from the city and the county, of which I'm not the one doing that. The city and the county are doing that. For the state of Wisconsin, it's less than $4 million a year to protect $6.5 million we collect. And over the next 20 years, that grows to a total of just shy of $300 million the state collects in income taxes for less than $80 million. I'd be a fool. You'd be ridiculing me. You'd be doing a story about how outrageous it is that I would let that money go out the door, that I can't use for property tax relief, I can't use for investing in schools and others. Anybody who looks at the numbers says it's cheaper to keep them. That's what we did. We didn't do what these other plans do, where they project it off of what are the benefits of restaurants and bars. That's not a part of our equation. It's actual money we save versus the money we invest.
One of the owners is your national finance.
That's not true at all. The two owners.
One of the investors in there, John Hammes.
Tiny little investor. Two of the owners are billionaires from New York City, of which the top one is someone who's a bundler for Hillary Clinton. If this was political, there's no way I'd be supporting. The previous owner, Herb Kohl, who put $100 million of his own money in to help build this, is one of the longest-serving Democrats in the United States. It has nothing to do with politics.
So Mr. Hammes' role has nothing to do with getting this deal done.
I mean, he's
one
your
of the finance chair. He's also an investor in this.
A tiny little investor. You put a couple bucks in, it's like saying you have a share in the Green Bay Packers. Sure, like a lot of people.
4 shares.
You see, you got 4 shares. Well, you're an owner. But if I talked about making a change into Lambeau Field, I wouldn't say I did it for Chuck Todd. I said I would do it because it made sense for the people in my state, and that's exactly what this does.